And a very good morning to Sir and fellow friends. Today, we are from Group 1. We'll present about value change analysis. So, company that we choose is KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I introduce myself. My name is Najwa binti Muhammad Nazar. Then my friend.
Hi, I am Nur Ain.
Hi, I am Atika.
Hi, I'm Fatiha.
Hi, I am Muhammad Aiman.
So, let's start. So, let's move to the introduction of value chain analysis. The meaning of value chain analysis described as the activities within and around the organization. Alright, the value chain analysis is the activities where organization perform and link them to the organization competitive position. It was first introduced by Michael Porter in 1985. It's also referred to the various business activities and process involved in creating product or performing a service. It consists of multiple stages of a product or service life cycle, including research, sales, and everything in between. According to Porter definition, value chain got split into two, which is primary and support activities. The primary include inbound operation, or outbound logistics, marketing, sales, and after. So let's move to value change analysis of in KFC. Sender identified that the potential restaurant franchise and the first KFC franchise opened in Salt Lake City, Utah in 1952. KFC popularized chicken in the fast food. KFC value chain is a part of a largest value system of the industry that include companies either upstream or downstream or both. So, related to our topic, KFC has 5 generic category of primary activities, which is inbound, outbound, operation, after sales service, and marketing.
Alright, thank you so much, Shu, for giving us the introduction about the value change analysis. Now, let me talk about the primary activities. These activities are directly involved in the production and selling of the actual product. So, there are 5 activities that cover the physical creation of the products, its sales, transfer to the buyer, as well as after-sale assistance. So now, let's move on to the first one, which is the inbound logistic. The inbound logistic is where purchase input are taken care of. The activities includes the major handling, warehousing, inventory control, storing, and disseminating inputs to the product. Next, we go to the second one, which is the operations. The activities involved with transform inputs into the final products. It includes all the activities like packaging, machining, assembling, quality control, printing, and facility operations. So now, let's look at the third one, which is the outbound logistic. It is the process involved to ensuring the product reach to the customer. It includes all the finished goods and warehousing, the material handling, delivery, scheduling, and distribution. So, for the fourth one, it will be the marketing and sales. The activities, of course, inducing its target market to make a purchase of their products. So, it includes the marketing activities, advertising and promotion activities, sales force management, pricing, and price quoting. Last but not least, it will be the services. These are the activities that aim to further enhance or maintain the value of the product after it has been sold or delivered to the customer. So this includes the installation and repair, training, part supply and product adjustment. Okay, so those are the 5 primary activities. I think that's all from me. Now, let me pass to the next presenter, Nurul Ain.
Thank you, Atika, for the great explanation. Moving on to the next slide, which is support activities. So, what is support activities in value chain? Support activities of value chain that either add value by themselves or add value through relationship with both primary and support activities. 4 main activities which include general administration, human resources management, procurement and technology development, which I will further explain later. Firstly, the general administration. General administration are also known as firm infrastructure. It relates to organizational structure, internal control system and the culture of the company, such as general management, planning, finance, accounting, legal and government affairs, quality management and information system. This administration typically support the entire value chain and not individual activities are known. General administration also one of the company support system to maintain the business daily operation as well as the place for business decision to take place. Therefore, effective planning system should be considered to attain overall goals and objective, or it will contribute to company overall performance. So now, let's move on to the human resource management, which will be presented by my friend Siti Nur Fatihah. Next is the management of human capital. It consists of activities involved in recruiting, hiring, training, development and compensation of all types of personnel. These activities support both primary and support activities as well as entire chain. Company most valuable resource to be talented and skilled employees in the organization. Therefore, company need to consider effective recruiting, development and retention mechanism. By having that, it can support the company to achieve growth faster as it deliver high quality and more engaged hiring. That's providing a competitive advantage to the company. The employees will look at several perspectives whether to stay in the company for a long run, which include rewards and incentive program to motivate them. Reward and incentive are valuable to employee because they will feel appreciated for their hard work in the company. Thus, it will motivate them to work harder for the best interest of the company. The third one is procurement. Procurement here refers to entire purchasing related process of the company and not only purchasing inputs of raw materials. Basically, it is anything that involves with purchasing and sourcing. Example of purchase inputs include raw materials, supplies, and other consumable items, as well as assets such as machinery, laboratory equipment, office equipment, and building. The factors to consider in the activity is the procurement of raw materials. Procurement is considered vital to the company. Therefore, they need to procure the best quality of material inputs and at the most competitive rates. Next is the development of collaborative win-win relationship with suppliers. In order for a company to find a competitive price materials, they need to find a reliable supplier. A supplier is the party where the firm is going to work for a long period of time. They have to choose the best supplier that meet all the business requirements that align with business effort together. With the relationship, the firm can improve the supplier capabilities in terms of reliability, cost reduction as well as reduce other risk factors. Lastly is the technology development. It is often associated with the development of new knowledge that is applied to the firm's operation. Every value activities and bodies technology being known how procedure of in the process equipment. There are broad range of technology used in the companies in effort to improve the product and process. Factors that to be considered in technology development is the effective research and development for process and product initiative. By having a development in both process and product, it will create a strength of innovative offerings that could be a competitive advantage for a company. That's all from me. I will pass this to the next presenter, Siti Nur Fatihah.
Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum. So for my part, I would like to explain about the advantage of the value chain analysis for KFC. So to get a better product and services, KFC use value chain analysis model by doing competitive advantage between same market. So it is that consider value chain analysis as a tool to get a competitive advantage and invest heavily in research and development activities within their value chain network. Okay, and number 2 is standardize their process. Number 3, diagnose points of ineffectiveness for corrective action. And next, a value chain analysis example of KFC. For example, KFC use the analysis as a tool to negotiate the best prices and maximize the inbound and outbound transportation process in reducing cost. And the last one, to improve their profitability, KFC has been analysed their market by location. So for example, Southall is a busy industrial area which is located in West London, and this area is populated by 90% of Asians and majority is Muslims. So KFC introduced their new product and services in geographic and demographic areas, and their products also indiscriminately targets all age groups.
Thank you, Fatihah, for the advantages. Value chain analysis also have its disadvantages. First is complex theoretical framework. Although Michael Porter's work is excellent, it is challenging to read. It also uses out-of-date example, which can make it harder for some people in the internet age to relate to and comprehend how things work together. There is also have limitation on data collection because business information systems are often not structured in a way to make it easy to get information for value chain analysis. Gathering data determine the task or function that can bring perceived or real value, and design the plan may be challenging for the company. Finding the right information to separate your value chain into primary and supporting operation can also be challenging. Next is lacking expertise. As we know, the value chain is known to many individuals in this world, but few are experts in its application. Not only that, the company may facing employee resistance because value chain analysis is difficult for certain employees to understand, and as a result, it may encounter resistance from both employee and manager.
So let's move to industry application KFC. I will explain about inbound logistic and operation. For inbound logistic, incoming logistic are food raw material and available food processing machine. For the raw materials, KFC got 6 types of raw material, which is chicken, vegetable, special vegetable, potato, seasoning, and rice. All this supplied by local supplier. But for potato, we direct import from abroad and put in warehouse, then distribute to regional logistic, then to the retailer. Then for the seasoning, we got 11 kind of spices imported from KFC center in USA. For the operation part, the importance of analyzing operational activities raised when raw material arrive and KFC is ready to process the raw material into the end of the product and launch it in the market. For example, of operational activities, machine, packaging, assembling and testing.
Thank you so much, Shu, for passing back the presentation back to me. As you can see, I hope you guys still remember what is the outbound logistic means. So nowadays there are so many platform and delivery services involved in taking order the food, such as Foodpanda, GrabFood. Is depending on the country itself. So customer can choose whether they want to walk into the store or using the food deliveries, as long as the food reach to them or delivered to them. Now, let's move on to the marketing and sales. I think this is the interesting part. For the KFC, they're using a pricing strategy. The menu at KFC is offered at the affordable price, and they have adopted inventive strategies to compete in the different markets. Next, the tagline for the KFC itself, which is the promotion and advertising strategy. KFC also have the website such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So KFC also depended on mass media for promotion. It is famous for the tagline like finger licking goods, and this tagline always included in the promotional activities. Okay, last but not least, KFC also given a discount voucher to a customer or loyal customer in order to attract them to come to the KFC and redeem it. Okay, I think that's all from me. Now, I would like to pass to the other presenter in the next slide. Thank you.
Thank you, Atika, for the great explanation. Moving on to the last point of primary activities, which is services. From the perspective of KFC services, they are pre-sale and post-sale services offered by the KFC, which play an important role in developing customer loyalty. The modern customers consider post-sale services as important as marketing and promotional activities. Next, I will be explaining the support activities under General Administration. In terms of General Administration, KFC has denoted a range of activities such as quality management, legal matters handling, accounting, financing, planning, and strategic management. Effective infrastructure management can allow KFC to optimize the value of the whole value chain. KFC can control the infrastructure activities, or commonly called overhead costs, to strengthen the competitive positioning in the market. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, so for the next industry application is human resource management. So KFC can analyze human resource management by evaluating different HR aspects. For example, recruiting, hiring, selecting, training, rewarding, performance management, and other personnel management activities. The effective HR management can allow KFC to reduce competitive pressure based on motivation, commitment, and skill of its workforce. And the company also can achieve its cost minimization objective by analyzing hiring and training costs with their relative return. The heavy dependence of KFC on employee talent will increase the importance of this value chain support activity. Okay, so this is the next slide, which is technology development. So in a modern technological advanced era, almost all value chain activities depend on technological support. The technological integration in production, distribution, marketing, and human resource activities requires KFC to realize the importance of technological development. And it can be divided into product and process technological development activities. Some examples are automation software, technology support customer service, product design research, and data analytics. And the research and development department of KFC is classified in this category.
For procurement in industry application, KFC should carefully analyze its procurement efforts to optimize the inbound, operational and export value chain given its links to numerous value chain activities. Contractual obligation establish a high standard of quality and control requirements on all KFC suppliers. As KFC is such a well-known brand in the food sector, this is a topic that might be developed further to develop ongoing control mechanisms. Since suppliers are currently responsible for monitoring and measuring their own quality, it is important to take a closer look at issues like supplier quality monitoring and measurement. Given that suppliers have an impact on KFC overall operation, KFC must explain the right procedure and techniques for evaluating suppliers and their products. Additionally, suppliers must concentrate on their development since if KFC is impacted, they will also be impacted. There are three means whereby KFC obtain its supply contract from the supplier, which is direct purchase, quotations, and tenders. This is to ensure that KFC not facing any problems regarding supplier matters in the future. As a conclusion, customers' perceived value must also be taken into account in the KFC value chain analysis in order to justify the company's higher price point when compared to rivals. The profitability can be maximized by value chain analysis where it will assist the business in maximizing efficiency and improving product quality through process improvement. It also crucial to keep in mind that the total value chain model's implementation depend on the particular contextual factor that must be taken into account when determine how much importance should be given to main and secondary value chain activities. Lastly, value chain analysis will indicate whether a business product will succeed or not.
Thank you from all of us.